Hello, true duelists. My name is Craig Fee, and welcome to a slightly different Yu-Gi-Oh! Update. In the name of transparency, I think things have gotten a little bit too mundane around here, and by around here I mean in my life in regards to this series. I've been consistent in at least putting one video out every week, but it's become something of a routine, and I do feel that it is reflecting somewhat on the video's quality overall. So rather than force another repetitive joke type video beat, I'm just going to do this a little off the cuff this week to both keep the streak going, because for some reason that is somewhat important in the back of my mind, but also just to clarify what the fuck it is that's going on. So keeping it short, I'm going to try and see if I can just make this more fun for myself, which I think will make the videos more enjoyable to watch. I think that the lack of fun I am having is translating into the video and into the viewing experience, and I'd rather not just put out shit for the sake of putting out shit. Instead, I'm going to try and rework it a little bit to make it marginally more enjoyable, because probably that should be done. A YouTube video based around trying to be entertaining should try to be entertaining, mayhaps. Or maybe not, who knows. But either way, if you're wondering what the fuck it is that's going on, I'm aware of it too. We'll see what I can come up with. But that's not the only thing going on this week in the world of Yu-Gi-Oh! Get it? Because it's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Used news video or something. Who fucking knows anymore at this point, this case. There's only like two big stories, maybe a third one that I've forgotten, that have happened this week. One I read about on my phone immediately before filming, to the effect of the announcement of Retor Pack 2 in the TCG, which is pretty darn groovy. I don't know about anyone else, but if you remember, Team APS videos at one point did use their phones in the midst of it to kind of go over the talking points, and it was met with a large amount of criticism, understandably, because I think it came across as unprepared and even perhaps disinterested. So I made a note to never do that, as I actively do it now, but I'm just confirming information that I've not. So Retor Pack 2 coming out on August 22nd, 2025. That's a neat little date there. MSRP of $17.96 per box, with 4 9-card packs in a box. Retor Pack 2 is pretty neat. It's, if you like Retro Pack, I guess, if you want some old cards at a more affordable price, there you go. Isn't that neat? Isn't that groovy? I just read it on my phone, and that's all I know about it. So I hope you really like more reprints of Sangan or whatever, because I don't know what the fuck came in Retro. I don't even know if Retro Pack 2 was a thing back in the day. I know one was, and we reprinted it, and collectors were like, my values, or my monetary incentives or whatever, and there was some amount of like, why are we destroying the Yu-Gi-Oh! Collectors market, which was met with, what the fuck is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Collectors market? But it's neat, I guess. I don't know. I'm profoundly apathetic towards the existence of Retor Pack 2 at all, because again, I don't know if it existed before this moment in time, but it does exist now in some capacity, or it will come August, and that's really cool. Can't wait to pick up more Sangans. Did I already make that joke? Fucking probably. Other than that, Retro Pack 2, we'll get Retro Pack 3, we'll get it next year. The only other big story that I knew of this past week was the announcement of the World Championship prize cards going on. Not of the World Championship prize cards themselves, because they weren't prize cards actually. It was the announcement of the World Celebration Pack. Turns out at Worlds they're deciding to continue the good idea they implemented previously in regards to YCSs and World Championship qualifiers, which makes sense, because why the fuck would you improve YCSs and qualifiers but not Worlds itself? The point being, at Worlds there's going to be a pack of about 20 cards relevant to the past year's formats. Things like Exodia, because Exodia did win on stream at a YCS. Things like Snake Eyes, Yubel, Blue Eyes, Fire King, probably some Mermail. Relevant things from the past year will be in the pack as special Frenchman Edition Ultra Rares or Secret Rares. Now, this is deeply offensive to everyone who hates the French, which is damn near everyone up to and including the French, but it's also really fucking cool to see. And some of these include like a painted theme, because it takes place in France, so it's getting a more French feel for it, a little bit more unique to this exact specific event. So some of them have a World Championship mark on the bottom of the card, like with the 25th Century logo, but it's France and it's the World Championship 2025. It's pretty groovy. There's even like a painted border on one copy of Exodia, which is like the big money card from what it seems, which is just a neat collector's item, which can have monetary value, which is pretty damn good, because it was revealed previously that like, was it Jess got top 8 at Worlds, and her prize for top 8 was going home. Fuck all else. Like, how the fuck is eighth best player in the world at worst and you get to go home? Surely that should not be the standard, and it really shouldn't be, and it seems it at least won't be in some capacity. I also saw some reveals for like a special French Breaker the Magical Warrior and Mirror Force that'll be an attendance pack thing. I believe it was some amount of Europeans will be lucky enough to enter to win tickets to attend and spectate Worlds, because wow, I can't believe it. Spectating Worlds, like, we're not going to hold it in another fucking classroom again this year. Kudos, Konami, that's a big step up. I can't believe we're not going to shove these kids in the fucking locker, have them duel, and then send them home with no, like, no pomp or ceremony or whatever, at least for, you know, day one. So that's good. I think that's an improvement. I think if you want the game to be taken seriously and you want Worlds to be a big thing, you should make it a big thing and encourage people to go and attend and, you know, see people and meet. Fucking crazy, I know. Treat your event like it's an event. Not always the case here in K-Man land, but at least for Worlds 2025, it seems that will be the case. Pretty thumbs up all around. Don't really have a ton to say about it other than the fact that it's a pretty swell change, all things considered. Other than that, though, it's fuck all this week. Again, there's probably a third thing that I'm forgetting, but I sat down for 2 days in a row staring at a screen trying to write a script, and I couldn't bring myself to write some fucking slop. And rather than write slop and present it to you, I'll just film some and put it on the internet instead, but at least it has some amount of transparency in regards to what's going on. So surely Copium, that makes it okay. So yeah, we'll see. I'll probably hope to think of something in the coming week's time. Other than that, I think you know the routine by this point. Of course, it being, I'm actually checking. My friend sent me some stuff. The state's top cut from his event. I can't believe it. Would you be willing to believe that at a tournament in the World Championship Qualifier State Championship in Australia, would you be willing to believe that Ryziel Heraldic did well? Rank 4s. Pure Mitsurugi, Horus Crystron, Malice, a Memento deck? Look at that. That's actually poggerific. You remember when Memento won 2 ICSs in a row? I don't. Anyways, that's fucking it. I guess I missed the Australian WCK champion. So fuck. I didn't tell the people Ryziel won. What are they going to do? How are they going to figure it out? Mom, get the fucking camera. Anyways, that's it. I'll see you next week. We'll see what the fuck happens in between now and then. And until then, if you're willing to subscribe, there's a few benefits, namely impressing your smoking Italian wife and becoming a true duelist. But other than that, it's just have a great day, and maybe we'll see if a bag of chips can go in the... I don't fucking know. Goodbye.